are out today getting the garden weeded, and we're gonna start planting some things. So I wanted to just take you guys along. My mother-in-law already has potatoes and onions planted down there, but we're just gonna, oh, baby after the camera. But we're just gonna get this weeded, and then we're gonna see what else we want to come up with, what else we want to plant. This is going to be my first garden, and we have a lot of space, so I'm really excited, but I'm having a hard time figuring out where I want to put everything. I'm second guessing myself. So I think we're just gonna start putting things in the soil and see what happens. But I will show you guys. We already have these onions planted, and then these potatoes are looking like they actually need some straw on top. So I got my two little helpers out here today. They're doing so good. We're hard at work. I'm so glad I have two little helpers that make this process so much funner. More difficult too, but funner. So I think we're looking pretty good here. I'm just kind of flattening out the soil. Hopefully my mother-in-law doesn't get mad. I think I went as far as we were allowed to, but we'll find out when she gets back from her trip. So we got our onions, and I moved our potatoes over here just so we could have this space. All right, guys, I think we are ready to plant. I do not know what I'm doing. I'm just gonna throw some seeds in the ground and hope for the best.
Me too.
All right, buddy, are you ready? This guy likes playing with an empty toothpaste bottle. Whatever makes you happy. Okay, so you sit there, buddy. Okay, we're gonna start with some cabbage, and we're just gonna plant them about 1/4 of an inch down. Okay, so we have 4, what do we have? Early Jersey cabbage. These are gonna take 70 days. So do you see these tiny little seeds, buddy? There's 5 in there. So we're gonna just start with 4. Okay, come here then. Sit down, bud. Sit down, sit down, sit down. Okay, so come here. Let me show you. Come here. Zoop, 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 zoop. Sit down. Okay, so these only go like 1/4 of an inch deep. So we're just going to put them right here, okay? Okay. You see this little tiny seed? Put your palm out. And can you put him right there? Okay, and then you just kind of cover it gently with dirt. That's it. Perfect. And we're gonna do that a couple of times. All right, we are going to plant another variety of cabbage now. So we're just gonna put a little hole, buddy. And do you wanna put the seed? Grab the seed with your fingers. Okay, good job. And then step back a little bit, and we're gonna plant him right here. Yeah, put a little hole in the dirt. Okay, plant him right there. Did you lose him? That's okay, we'll put that one right there. And then plant him. Turn around for 5 seconds, and this guy's climbing bricks. What are you doing, little stinker? All right, so I'm gonna be seriously surprised if we get anything out of that, because the kids keep walking over it, and we will see what happens. But we're gonna give them some water. I'm gonna take some notes on my phone and just jot down what I have where, so I know what's supposed to be coming up, and then we'll do the carrots and the beets next. All right, so the story with carrots, we planted those right here, right in front of this dark brown crib. I'm going to write that down in my notes. If you want to dig, you need to dig over here, please.
What?
Yeah, it's gonna be a dang miracle if we get any vegetables at all, but that's okay. We are all learning and growing together. So I'm gonna take a deep breath, and it's all gonna be okay. Okay, so like I said, the story with carrots is they take about 2 weeks till they start sprouting. They can be growing underneath. The actual carrot's gonna grow underneath, and they aren't gonna get the green thing on the top for about 2 weeks. So my job is just to keep them super moist until then. I'm going to put some cardboard over the top of them, which will help them stay moist, and I'll just water them every single day. So to recap, we have carrots here, cauliflower back there, broccoli there, and cabbage over here. Okay, so I'm just gonna do some beets now, and then call it a day and see if anything comes up. All right, so the last thing we're gonna do for this video, I'm gonna split this up into 2 videos because I have 2 gardens here. But for this video, I'm going to finish planting corn, and I'm just gonna use the rest of the space I have. I don't have a ton of corn, so I'm just gonna use the rest of the space for the rest of the corn, and that'll be the last thing I do today. For this, it says 1 inch deep and 9 inches in between, and then the rows at least 2 to 3 inches apart. And it says 4 rows side by side rather than in 1 long row. Cover with 1 inch of fine soil. Seedlings emerge in 7 to 14 days. Okay, so that's the last thing I'm gonna do here. And then we are gonna move on to my garden box, and we'll do some, my garden box I'm just going to be putting in like lettuce and herbs and things like that. So we're going to plant these 1 inch deep, and then like 9 inches apart, and we'll do probably 4 rows of that and call it a day. Thanks for hanging out with us while we garden today, and we'll see you in the next episode. Thanks.